Greetings, all you game masters. I'm your master, the Frank Master here. Welcome to a brand new Let's Play called the Franklin is right entering the finals of his current college semester. Therefore, he must do something nice and easy. And what's easier than Mario Kart? And yeah, that's pretty much been the whole gist, or like the whole thing we're going to do. It's Mario Kart Super Circuit, the next in the Mario Kart lineup. I was originally planning to do this for series 3, but I ultimately forgot about it. Not like it matters that much because it's like this be like a whole week thing because in order to do this we're gonna be doing essentially for this Let's Play all the cups. Where I'm gonna do the first or at least this episode's all gonna be the Grand Prix stuff. Next one's gonna be time travel, and the rest gonna be time travel podcast sort of thing because. Like I said, for this next few weeks, I want something a little nice and easy. Nothing I know is like take too long, like blue coins or whatever. So that doesn't work. And outside of that, we're just gonna just be chill. This means a nice chill Let's Play where we just go through the tracks and just chill, just chillax, I guess. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of this game. Look, goes down at the time. It technically is the first portable Mario Kart game. God damn it. But outside of that, it's really nothing that exorbitant. In fact, I would 100% take Mario Kart DS over this any day of the week because it somehow, I don't know how, but it's even though Mario Kart 64 wasn't that great control-wise either, this game's regressed. This game has regressed in terms back to Super Mario Kart level of handling. It's not the greatest in the world. Really, no, at least I'm still here and they still kick ass, so I'm not exactly complaining there. We're not getting last today, bitches. Yeah, we're not getting last today. Okay, but outside of that though, it's standard Mario Kart affair. In fact, in terms of this Mario Kart 64, outside the courses and handling, there really isn't that much of a difference, if any. In fact, dare I say, this is pretty much the exact same game as Mario Kart 64, like Mario Kart, or Super Mario Kart, to say. Okay, oh, I might just pull out the victory here. Booyah, baby! There you go, you see, that's how you win them. Unfortunately, because I am playing on this on the virtual console, I don't really know many people who have the virtual console, I won't be able to show off battle mode in this game, which is unfortunate, but as far as I'm aware, it's the same as Super Mario Kart, so we're not missing much, is what I'm trying to say. No, you'll get battle mode experience when you do Double Dash next week. But that's next. That'll be next week's concern. Now, in terms of freaking, if I could talk, in terms of like experience regarding this game, if any, this is probably the Mario Kart I had the least amount of experience with, and that's also me saying as someone who's really also barely played Double Dash 2. As in, I think I want to play this fully front to back just recently so I can unlock all the tracks. Which we'll talk about that in a second, but like, yeah, that's kind of it. That's pretty much the extent of my Mario Kart Super Circuit experience. Trust me. When we get to freaking computer, shut up. When we get to freaking Mario Kart DS, I'll have plenty to say about that then. But yeah. I will say though, I do like the way this game looks, even with the washed out colors and all. And the soundtrack ain't half bad either, though. Admittedly, it's one of the more forgettable ones. Because you're comparing Mario Kart, just an okay soundtrack to like God tier ones across the board. So yeah. Now, outside of GPA's not that hard. Really, more so it's the tracks themselves. And once again, back to retraction. And granted, I get it. I understand it. I get it. It's a Game Boy Advance had limited hardware. It's not as powerful as a console. I get it. At the same time, I think they kind of jumped the gun a bit here. I think if they waited DS and just had DS be the first one, but first handheld, I think it would have been better because DS was just more powerful to do that. Where here you're kind of forced to I forget to speak. You're kind of just forced to do things like forcing like Super Mario Kart does. Which I know I guess there's nothing inherently wrong with that, but like... Okay, come on. Toss your... Okay, thank you. Oh, what the fuck? Bullshit. That was his green shell that got me. I see now. But outside of those, I'm not sure to explain. Unfortunately, this is probably... thankfully, I think this should be the last of the... No, it won't. Actually, unfortunately, it will not. Unless, I don't know, maybe I can find, like, online Mario Kart DS and 7 situation, because, like... Look, I'll be honest with you, I was checking the prices on those 3DS capture cards, and, yeah, let's just say I'm not exactly swimming in cash. So I don't have that kind of money to spend right now. I know, yeah, I mean, it's still more expensive than the Switch 2 is, but, like, the thing is, I was personally saving up for a Switch 2. And plus, Switch 2, I also want it outside of YouTube. What the fuck? What hit me? Oh, blue shell. Oh, yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Fucking blue shells. Goddamn blue shells and their goddamn blue shellness. Which other thing too, I was fucking kind of weird going this tangent. I was playing the game for myself, just to get myself ready for it. I only saw one blue shell my time I started playing it, which I found pretty weird, but it is what it is. Alright, but anyway, yeah, like I said, I was planning to get a catch a card for myself, but like I said, those things are expensive. So, unless I win the lottery, I guess we're going to emulate all DS games, which is the end of the world. I have found suitable emulators for them, which, wow, we're going to be doing Mario Kart, I assume Mario 64. But for things like Mario Kart DS and Mario Kart 7 in the future, unfortunately, I mean, there probably is a way, I just need to do more research on it. I just don't really know the full lingo of it. Sorry, I'm not that I'm maybe tech savvy, but not that tech savvy. I didn't start recording videos like this until like 2022. And by that point, how can I say? Unfortunately, 3DSs were discontinued at that point, and by that point also capture cards for 3DS were discontinued too. What I'm kind of hoping for, and what the team hopefully does, is try like put those on the Switch. Hasn't happened yet though, and my estimation is probably not going to do it for quite a bit. So I'll hold my breath on that, but yeah, that's the thing in the world though. Come on, oh, really? A second one, really? All right, at least let me get stuck on the thwomp. You can almost kind of pace it though. That's kind of fun. All right, give me like a red shell. So I need to stop Wari before he wins. Ah, it was too late. Yeah, well. That's fine. We got first, at least. It's all that matters. We got first overall, though. It's all that matters. And how's it going to work, too? This won't be the traditional 30-minute parts like you used to. This will be like the, I do one episode doing all the mushroom cups. Next one's all the flower cups, all the, whatchamacallit, yeah. Because also new to this game, and pretty much, honestly, I guess the start of it, I guess technically the start of it, if you want to go that direction. What's also new to this game are extra cups, or I like to call retro courses. Granted, it's something we'll DS later take on and for run with, because in reality, all these extra courses are just Super Mario Kart courses, except. In fact, it's every single Super Mario Kart course, except and how you unlock these bad boys is quite interesting. So first things first, you need to beat the Grand Prix twice. First time, you gotta get gold. It has to be gold, no silver, no bronze. It has to be gold. Secondly, after you beat the second time, you need to do the cup again. This time, getting 100 coins throughout all 4 courses. Thankfully, that's not super hard to do if you just know what to mind and know what to avoid, that sort of thing. But outside of that, yeah, not only that, but also gotta make sure you place them 4th. Otherwise, you can't move on to the next thing. Surprisingly punishing for Mario Kart standards, but that's thankfully something that Double Dash will literally omit. The whole idea of you have to beat the Grand Prix in a certain race, otherwise you're fucked. Man, bam. I mean, it was cool, I guess, even though, and to be honest, that's the same way a lot of Game Boy Advance games did, where essentially oh, this is kind of Albions. It's just, well, like I said, like a lot of Game Boy Advance games are doing like bring a bunch of Super Nintendo games onto the thing because me thinks they didn't exactly fully plan out the Game Boy Advance in its whole entire lifespan. I mean, it says something when literally 3 years after your release that your replacement already comes up. I'm not saying the DS is better, even though technically I will probably say for bias reasons because I grew up with the DS, but like, it just really just shows how undermined this whole console was. we even talked about this too in the advanced look at. It was mostly Mario Bros. Advanced look at where like Mario himself didn't really get himself a new mainline game on the system. I mean Zelda did. But that was like very late in the system, also well into the DS system. In fact, the only benefit the Advance had over DS is that the DS had a pretty abysmal early launch. If memory serves right. Because like I don't remember getting my DS until like it was around 2007, I want to say. No, sorry, 2008. My bad, 2008. And I got the new slim model because I remember like people were complaining about the first model DS. I'm sure we'll go into it a bunch when we do Mario 64 DS 2 weeks from now, but like, yeah. But yeah, like really, this only had like 3 years of its own like time in the spotlight before DS came in and just said "fuck you." Another thing too that also made it suck was the fact that you can only play DS games on it. Or you can play Game Boy Advance games on DS. So, god damn it. The turning here is not exactly the greatest. Let's see, I'll take your red shell and eat it. Or something, what Light said in Death Note. Yay. Don't worry, it's only the only time. The rest will be Grand Prix just showing up the track sort of thing. Because I already got the gold medals. I mean, I guess I can do, like, lag. But I guess we can do, like, the Grand Prix on the Special Cup, but we'll see. At least show the credits. But anyway, yep, I know it's a short one, but we're gonna end it here for today. Oh wait, no, wait, one more time out. One more time, we have 2 more tracks. What the hell am I talking about? wait a minute. Wait, we're getting a little ahead of myself. Getting a little ahead of myself. Outside though, there's not much else interesting to say outside of just it's like the super tracks are cool, but they're the super tracks for a reason. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of these, and that most likely none are you. Oh, someone's trying to call me. This goddamn spam risk. Getting a lot of those. Getting a lot of those spam risk. What can I say? No, you don't you dare, freaking Mario bastard. But Mario, we're blood. Stop. It's just saying ding dong. Ah, shit. Alright, I can pull it off. Bam. Boom. It can work. I believe. It can believe. Alright. Or maybe not. No, I'm committed. I'm committed. I'm committed. Aha! See, I told you it'll work. It was worth it, not really, but you know what? I did it. Yeah. Of course, these ones don't take into fact that you no longer have the rock feathers. They can't do those like jumps anymore. Which, you know, we're cool, but yeah. It's just that's my issue with this game. It's just the turning is just so inconsistent. Like it feels super loose when it needs to be, and feels ultra tight when it shouldn't be. I guess another interesting topic about this game as well is that Donkey Kong model is based off the ones Rare used to use before they left, so that's, you know, something. That's something, but nothing really too crazy. That's like wrong. I think it's the only one developed by Intelligent Systems. I could be wrong though. I don't know. I don't really feel compelled to look up the Mario Kart developers. Yay. Goddamn spam risk. They always come and get me. Every single time. Ever since I put out that picture, okay, I made no jokes about that in the look at it. Oh boy. 2, 3. Yeah. I will say though, this is. I think it's cool that this game did respected like the original tracks lap thing, or something. I will not give credit to Mario Kart DS. Oh, fucking lightning! Oh yeah, that surprisingly worked out in my favor. So what am I complaining about? That surprisingly worked out in my favor. So no complaints here. I was gonna say do like play Mario Kart World and try to like do like the knockout tour, which I still think is probably the best thing Mario Kart World's ever done. Element is pretty aggravating when someone like jeez, can't get the words in my mouth. A frog in my throat, but like as I was saying, it was pretty aggravating. Like because I think lightning's the most aggravating item in that game. It's either that or it's either that or the no, actually no. I think it's just lightning. I guess cold mushroom's kind of annoying too, but it's more annoying when it goes against you. Most likely, don't. What the fuck? Oh, yeah, mushroom. Duh. Yeah, I'll probably say it's probably. What's I can't think. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to think. Like the gold mushroom. Like I said, once I get lightning in games, when you're just absolutely bad, it's just. Unfortunately, I'm in that weird middle section where I'm not exactly bad in it, but I'm not the greatest player either, so it's more aggravating than fun for me most times. But you know, sometimes it's the thrill of winning. It's that dopamine rush. You see, I even did that to make it more interesting. You still can't keep up, Toad. Alright, they are for me. Alright, it's enough of that. Oh, we ran over that banana. Come on. Alright, hey, like them apples. Rank A. Whatever. Anyway, we're gonna end it there. So thank you all for watching. If you're a master of the Frag Master, continue to master this game out of the next parts. I'll see you guys then.